Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today we have a video powered by Monkey Sports, and it's going to be Bauer Vapor 1X versus the new Bauer Vapor 1X from 2017. We're going to be showing you what Bauer has changed with these new skates, what new tech you can expect to find in the new ones, and just giving you a little bit more information about what we think about the changes that they've made. Let's get to it. So starting at the base of the skate and working our way up, looking at the original 1X skates, we see that they feature a LS4 runner. Now this depends on where you buy the skates from. Of course, the runners are interchangeable, so you can have an LS3, LS2, just depends on where you get them from, but these particular ones have the LS4, which is the exact same runner that is featured on the pair of 1X 2017 skates that we have over here on my right. As we work our way up, we see that the original 1Xs are using the Lightspeed Edge holder, which is the one that features that trigger that allows us to switch out our steel in a matter of seconds. So if you lose an edge or break a steel, you're able to replace it in literally just a few seconds. Both of these skates feature the same holder and also the same runner. As we move up into the outsole, if we look at the new 1X from 2017, these feature a fully composite ventilated outsole. So it features those perforations or holes to allow any excess heat and moisture to exit the skate. So that's going to aid you in drying the skate after you've finished using it, and also helping to reduce the weight of any moisture that enters the boot while you're skating with it. Now, if we look at the exact same thing, the outsole on the previous or the original 1X skates, they also feature a fully composite outsole, vented, so it has all of those same benefits. So we're not really seeing any significant changes in these areas of the skates. Same holder, same runner, same outsole. As we move up into the quarter package, or this area of the skate over here, when we look at the new 1X from the 2017 period, it features a 3D last curve composite upper, which is exactly what we saw on the original 1X skates. Again, Bauer have continued to use their curved composite in the ankle support sections of these skates. So instead, what we saw on previous skates like the APX, it would have been an injected plastic that sat inside the quarter package of these skates, which wasn't as light, it wasn't as thermo-responsive as what we have over here with the curved composite. So essentially what Bauer is doing is they're reducing the weight of the skate and also making it much more thermoformable by using curved composite in the quarter package, in the ankle support and also in the general structure of this boot over here. When we look at the 1X from the previous generation, it features the exact same thing, 3D last in the quarter package, and then in the ankle support, it's also curved composite. So really, when we're talking about the materials that have been used to construct both of these quarter package, we're not seeing any significant changes. But when we look at the shape of the quarter package from the original 1Xs and the 1Xs from 2017, it's where we're going to see some big changes. The first thing that you'll notice when you look over the top of the 1X skate from 2017 is that the quarter package is offset. Now what I mean by that is the inside of the skate extends further out than the outside of the skate. The reason for this is because during explosive starts, most of your power is generated from the inside area of the foot, so having a larger section of the skate to be able to push off of will aid you in being able to generate much more speed, much more power, but most importantly, better stability. The quarter package isn't the only area of the skate that sits offset. When we look at the tendons from the original 1Xs versus the 2017 1X, the 2017 1X tendon sits a little bit more intentionally offset than the previous one. Aside from this, the ankle padding inside the skates also sits offset. This will allow the skate's pads to fit more accurately over your ankle bones, offering better contact between your foot and the skate. Better contact means better comfort and better responsiveness. How this makes the skate more responsive is because it fits more securely and more snug over your foot. It eliminates any of that negative space, which is unnecessary or unrequired or wanted space inside the skate, meaning that any of those movements that you make with your feet, regardless of how minor or how major, they're going to be able to be directly translated onto the blade. You'll also notice that Bauer's previous injected stability lacing system has been updated with the new 2017 1Xs, and what they call the new system is the LockFit Pro injected lacing system. Now, what this offers when compared to the original 1X skates is a much softer construction, which is going to allow the player to get better forward flexion when they're in their skates. So the new lacing system will allow you to feel a lot more natural with your general skating and explosiveness on the ice. Bauer have still continued to use their Comfort Edge, which is that padding around the neck or the top of the skate to alleviate any pressure at one point. When we talk about the new 1X skates look, I really like what Bauer have done by toning down some of those silver accents that we saw on the previous 1X skates. You can see around here it featured these flashy silver accents which have been toned down. The new skate is pretty much just black and red, which I think looks pretty sweet. Aside from this, if you look at the ankle section of the new 1X skates, you can see that the 1X logo has been moved or repositioned from where it was around the heel section. If we look at the previous generation of 1Xs, they've relocated it from this heel section over here to just around the ankle section over here. Again, really like what they've done here. But one of the first things that really grabs your attention when you look at these skates is going to be this thing over here. What's going on around this tongue over here? Bauer have completely redesigned the tongue for their 2017 1X skates. Now what they've done, all of this red material over here is a new composite that Bauer have added to the front of their skates, the tongue section of course, which is fully thermoformable. So it's not only the sides of the skates that will take and mold to the shape of your foot when they're baked, the tongue will do the exact same thing because of this new composite material that is fully thermoformable that they've added to their tongues. So not only does it look incredibly sweet and completely different to what we've seen from other skates previously, it's incredibly functional. Aside from all of these benefits, Bauer also claimed that this new tongue is 30% more protective when compared to the previous one. In terms of the way the tongue fits and feels, it's a 52-ounce tongue, so it's still going to have that traditional fit and feel to it. It's incredibly thick, very, very comfortable, so it's good to see that Bauer have really focused on improving the quality of their tongue, thus improving the overall fit and performance of the new 1X skates. Now taking a look at the liners of both of these skates, when we look at the original 1X skates, they featured Bauer's 37.5 liner, which was that material that aided in drying the skates by using your own body heat to help evaporate the moisture inside the skates. It's definitely something that you would have seen as an improvement from Bauer's previous generation of skates, but what they're doing with the new 1Xs from 2017 is completely different. The new 2017 1X skates feature Bauer's LockFit Pro liner. In terms of the way it looks, it'll look very similar to what you saw on the original Bauer 1X skates, but with the subtle difference of it having a lot more grip, a lot more of a tacky feel to it, and all of this is down to Bauer's philosophy of being able to keep your foot in exactly where it needs to stay inside the skate for you to be able to have a high performance, highly reactive boot. And if you feel the liners, you will notice a big difference in how abrasive they feel compared to the previous 37.5 liners that were found in the original 1X skates. This is definitely a step up. And also, if we look at the front of the tongue, you can see that this same material is added to the front of the tongue, which again, this is something that we didn't see on the previous 1X skates. So not only is the tongue going to help mold to the shape of your foot, with this new material, the tongue itself is going to help to keep our feet in place and fixed inside the skate to avoid or reduce the chances of any unnecessary movement in the skates. These skates are going to feel incredibly responsive because of those liners that you can see inside there, which are designed with the one goal of being able to keep our feet fixed in place inside the skate to reduce any chances of unnecessary movement. So any of those movements that you make are going to be translated directly onto the blade. The reason that these skates are going to be able to do that is because of those new liners, that new offset or asymmetrical design, which better fits the shape of our feet, and of course, that stiff structure that the 1X skate family is known for. So aside from all of these great properties, these skates are still going to have those moisture management properties that you would expect a top-end skate from the Bauer Vapor family to have, which is going to be an absolute bonus. All of the features that Bauer have added to these skates are really going to result in a high-performing new 1X skate. Last, but by no means least, is going to be the footbeds of both of these skates. This is just a traditional foam footbed, nothing special about this one over here. This is what you'd typically find inside pretty much any pair of skates that you'd get. Now, depending on where you order your skates from, this might come as an optional extra or it might be included in the purchase of these skates. This is Bauer's Speed Plate footbed. Now, unlike what you'd get with normal footbeds, this footbed is incredibly stiff, very rigid when compared to this floppy thing over here. Now, the reason for that is these are also thermoformable. So you put these inside your skates while they're being baked, and when you put the skates on and you allow the skate to contour and take to the shape of your foot, the footbed does the exact same job. Now, the biggest advantage of having one of these inside your skates is its main job, aside from increasing the comfort level that you have inside a skate, is to increase the contact between the base of the skate and your foot. That's the whole point behind this design. And what that does is it increases the responsiveness of the skate. It offers much better stability and balance because more of the bottom of your foot is in contact with the bottom of the skate, which has a massive difference on your overall performance inside the skates. So these are definitely something that you'd want to pick up with your new Bauer skates. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. A big thank you goes out to Monkey Sports for making this video possible. If you want to be able to pick up either of these skates, the old ones if you want to save yourself a hell of a lot of cash, the new ones if you're looking for that new tech and that extra edge that you can get, There'll be a link down below in the video description to the both of them so you can pick them up. Make sure you check out the videos along the side of the screen there. Please thumbs up the video because it really does help us out. And if you want to see more content just like this, smash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that we post. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Big thank you to Monkey Sports.
Hey guys, this is Zach from Hook's Tutorial.